good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. We are potentially going to the zoo today. That's the plan anyway. There are some rain clouds forming pretty quickly, so we'll see. Hopefully we don't have to have a rain day, but go see what the Belize Zoo has to offer. I was pretty impressed with the zoo in Honduras. It was kind of an interesting zoo. They had some animals there I definitely wasn't expecting. I'm told it's closed now. Hopefully not, because I would like to go back there one day and take you guys with me, of course. But apparently a drug lord owned a mountain resort, retreat, whatever, and he had imported a bunch of wild cats and big animals like hippos and rhinos and stuff like that. There was giraffes, there was some weird birds there that I couldn't tell you what they were, all kinds of things. And then they had a bit of an animal rescue there as well, so they had like some jaguars and things like that there. A really cool zoo. And like I said, I've been told that they didn't have the funding to keep it open, and so now it's closed. But you know, everything's a rumor, right? So hopefully the zoo here is pretty impressive. I know that there's some native animals here. I keep seeing these signs on the road for tampirs. I don't know. I've seen the silhouette, but I couldn't tell you what animal it is. I'm not a zoologist. So that's the plan for today. Like I said, looking at these clouds, hopefully they just kind of puff up and float on by, but we'll see. Well, we have finally made it to the zoo. She went in there. Go in there. The yellow room. In the yellow room. We have finally made it to the zoo. This is actually kind of a good looking zoo. A bird enclosure. They have some rescue snakes going on in there.
Hello. Ma, they're not even real parrot.
That's not a parrot, that's a scarlet macaw.
Well, hello.
Because that's no repeat, that's not a parrot.
This is one of those moments when I wish a GoPro could zoom in. I know the newer models can, I just need to upgrade. So there's a vulture in there. This was the sign for him. I suppose it's easy to make a zoo look like a jungle when it's in a jungle to begin with, huh? The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah, and so the vulture back there, it says, you know, oh, in the wild in Belize we fly free and that's the way it should be. And I was like, but you've got 4 of them in a cage. I'm Tambu the tapir. Here's my story for you. My mom was shot, but I was saved by the zoo. This is the ones that they always have the crossing signs for. Oh, there he is, way back there. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like he has a neighbor, though.
Hello, beautiful. Dad, Dad. Ma. Wow, blonde. Hi, 13. I call it 13. That's a turtle, Ma. I want this.
Really?
Taip, tiesiog kur. Negrįšim čia.
I think I need some of these Incan things for my cabin. I've seen a lot of places that were selling them along the street, but of course, you know, I'm flying commercial, so I can't get them. Mailing them back to the States would be like $1,000. So. Tienes más tortugas.
I think that's a crocodile already.
Try and get between the squares here. That's a toucan. This is the national bird of Belize. Keel-billed toucan. Oh, these are the birds I keep hearing outside at night. Constantly. Usually at like 11:30, right as you're about to fall asleep. Although it could just be a bird up in the trees somewhere, because that one didn't look like he was talking and I still heard the sound. So maybe it's not that one.
Oh, I found out. Oh, see top there? The top there? Wait, not to move. So one there. I see two.
I don't know if you can see this. I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a rat, but it's about the size of a rabbit. It has no tail. I mean, I guess technically it's wild, but, you know, it is still in a zoo. I mean, it's roaming free in the zoo, but I don't think it counts as wild. I think it's been somewhat domesticated. Just from the proximity of people. So you can't see this. I can barely see this. In that tree right there, the bigger one with 3 or 4 branches. It's really 3 branches, but then there's another tree leaned up against it. Is an ocelot.
Oh, you got a big bowl. Healthy bowl.
So this tapir is named Navidad, and this tapir is named Fuego. He was found after a forest fire came through. He was rescued and brought here to the zoo, and they put him and Navidad together, and 1 + 1 = 3, so they had Sparks.
I want to go see the turtle again. This looks like a baby one. What I got? Two. You know they drop and then make me laugh. They drop. You know they make me drop? No, I drop one. I mean, I'm okay.
You almost missed there, bro. I thought I'd see wild hogs in a zoo. Seems like a waste, but they definitely smell like pigs. You know, always helps with the money raising thing. Tell the stories about the animals. I wonder how scared that thing got when they took its picture, though. I don't think he posed for that. Where, oh, where is the jaguar? Walk around to the other side, get a better viewpoint. They put his name in the rocks right here. Cheekies. Oh, there he is.
It looks.
So apparently they have pumas here as well. The sign was saying they go from Argentina all the way up to Canada. So of course in the States we call them cougars or mountain lions. You know, all the same thing. Puma, mountain lion, cougar. I guess locally they call them red tigers. The puma's too hard to say maybe, I don't know. Oh, more monkeys. Monkeys are always fun. These are howler monkeys. They're the ones you hear screaming all the time. Down in Honduras, you hear them constantly out in the wild, yelling at you. They always have a lot to say. They're being oddly quiet right now, though, which is kind of nice because they can be very loud. It looks like they were all hiding over on that other side. The zoologists think that us howling at them causes stress. I don't think they understand that them howling at us causes stress. Especially while you're just trying to take a hike in peace. This is really a cool zoo, though. Like I said, I guess it's easy to keep it tropical when it's already tropical to begin with. Just have a zoo in the jungle, and then it's... Yeah, they probably don't water it either. Probably rains here. What is in this enclosure? Oh, this was one back at the beginning where we started. I'm getting lost in the jungle. And I'm getting abducted by freaking mosquitoes too. So this one says vulture, but I don't see anything in here. I'm a good bad bird. Vultures are nature's cleanup crew, right? They eat all the other dead animals and other things you see laying around. I'm sorry? Oh, up top. Oh, there he is. Thank you. Well, only has one eye. Lost the other one in the gambling match. Trying to get through the squares again here. This is a jabberoo. Some sort of long-legged bird I've never seen before. Apparently, they like swamps. So his enclosure's flooded. I'm curious about all the barking dogs. It seems a weird place to have barking dogs. I'm not sure if they're in the enclosure or if there's a... not sure what's going on here. The good thing about crocodiles is, although they do blend in, they're not very small, and so they're sometimes easy to find. Usually if they're above ground, they're easier to find than if they're below ground. Now, the zookeeper was telling us that they have some fake ones in here. And I know these guys can sit extremely still, but I don't see him moving, so I don't know if this one's real or not. They had a crocodile over in the other enclosure and the guy was poking it and telling us it was fake.
The only way I could hurt you is if you put your hand first there.
Maybe if I do a trick, I get some food.
See by my hand, I'm not sheltered. There's a lake tree.
She's smart.
Good boy.
That one looked good in a picture in the combat zone. Just want to take a
This is
picture.
their natural habitat, except for that.
Jaguar. I like you.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, the jaguar scare me.
Very similar.
Lost it. Right there.
Squirrels can do math faster than anyone in the world.
Jaguar like me.
No, squirrels aren't carnivores. That's a jaguar, not
Sorry. Get out of the sunshine here. This dude up on the top. It's amazing they can climb like that when they just eat termites. I mean, I guess termites can climb too, right?
Maybe it'll look like goat.
This is an anteater.
Fire juice. Fire juice. Mine want ice cream. Let's go back bed with ice cream. Mom, we lost? Guys. Big guys. My big guys.
So it seems like most of these cages have really small mesh on them, so I'm trying to get the camera up close enough to see through the mesh, but some of the ones that are farther away, obviously the mesh is pretty tight and the GoPro doesn't zoom, so hopefully you guys can see well enough to at least get an idea. Like I said, it's been a pretty nice zoo. I've been impressed. It's very small, and we walked around it in 20 minutes or so. So it's a very small zoo, but honestly, you know, for what it is and where it is, and it was like $5 to get in, so I'm okay with it. They've done a pretty good job with what they had here. Yeah, well, the zoo was a lot of fun today. Definitely enjoyed it. I always like going to different zoos in different states and different countries and just experiencing zoo culture and whatnot. When I was traveling around the U.S., I used to go to a zoo and an aircraft museum, and like every state I went to, they were like the two requirements, if you will, for that state. It's always just cool to see the different exhibits and different animals and stuff in the zoos. Of course, they always have the same, you know, the tiger, the cheetahs, the whatever, the zoo required animals. But actually, you know, I didn't see any lions. Mountain lions don't count, but I didn't see any like lions, so that was different. And of course, they had some more native species rather than species from all over the world. Most of the zoo, actually, I think all of the zoo animals at this one were native. Oh, aside from the American crocodile, that was imported. But the rest of them were native. So it was definitely a fun day. I took a friend of mine and her daughter and her niece. We went and hung out, and the kids really enjoyed it. You could hear them running up to me and saying different things, especially there in the beginning. The niece couldn't find her aunt, and she said, "Where's my auntie? Where's my auntie?" But it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed hanging out with them and giving them the opportunity to see the zoo as well, and you guys also. So thank you to all 87 of you now that joined me for this, and we'll see you next time.